Welcome to the SIS Show, where we discuss a variety of topics ranging from school, history, and theories, all the way to sports, movies, and books. I'm your host, AZIMA SALAMA, a senior here at SIS. And on this episode, we will be interviewing several of Salah ad-Din's most achieved teachers to talk about the activities and the extra things they do that make them such brilliant teachers. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of the SIS Show, a show here at Salah ad-Din where we talk about several different topics that we explore here at school. I'm your host today, AZIMA SALAMA, a senior here at SIS, and today with me is Miss Nancy SHARARA.
Good morning.
Good morning. So I'm going to ask you some questions today about several things you do at school, because I know that you're very beloved.
Thank you.
Here at school.
Nice.
So first of all, I know you do a lot of home visits. How do you feel about them, and are they enjoyable, and how do you arrange them? Tell me about them.
Okay. Before I start talking about the home visits, I'll tell you how did it start. When I took this advisory activity as an advisory teacher, when I saw the recommended things, it was home visits. It for me was like, oh my God, how can I just enter people's houses like this, to knock and go, and for what reason? Especially I'm dealing with seniors, high school students, which is in a stage like I should be dealing with the students herself, not with the parents. It's part of being senior. So I tried to think about it, and I thought of different ways of dealing with it. And I thought the best thing is to first invite parents, get to know them, then you will have a chance to go to their houses. So we started by very nice activities in class. We invited the moms. We did this sharing between mom and students in class. It was a very nice activity. I got to know the parents, the mommies at least. As I was telling you, it was a challenge. Then I thought of the idea of having moms come to my class first, to invite them, to get to know them very well. Because I think that before you just knock doors, you should know where you're going. So we got to know each other. We had nice time together after school activity. The girls arranged nice activities for the mom. They really enjoyed this time together. Then they're the one who were asking me to come over at that stage. So after getting known, Miss Nancy, you have to come over. We're really going to invite you. If you'd like to have other parents, we can have this gathering in my house. So that's how it started, honestly.
They tell me many good things about you.
Thank you.
After all these activities that you just told me about, like how much impact did you notice with the students themselves? Like did you feel like they changed their attitudes towards you, and did you feel like things were like more easygoing?
Yeah, sure. I'm not going to tell you how did the relation between us have changed. First of all, the relation between me and the parents have really changed. We've become very close friends. They trusted me so much, which is a huge responsibility. Students consider me now their second mom, which we talk in every topics that we have. Even if 2 or 3 of them, we have this thing, we go out together, we start chatting about these things, which really make me very happy to get close to such age. They need someone to listen to them.
الحقيقة هوم فيزيت ممكن تكون مش كتير معروفة في مدارس مصر، بس أنا شايفة من وجهة نظري إن هي زي وسيلة أو أداة قيمة جدا لزيادة، بتزود من مشاركة البيرنتس لابنه في تعليم ابنه بالذات. ساعات بيبقى في بعض التساؤلات عند المدرس دايما، ليه شايف من وجهة نظره إن طريقة تواصله مع البيرنت من خلال إيميل أو من خلال التليفون بيبقى مش كاملة، ويبقى دايما حاطط question mark، مش فاهم الإجابة لفين. ممكن تكون بتبتدي تبان الإجابات دي بعد أول زيارة للبيرنت وللمدرس الاثنين. بلس إن أنا كنت مرة قريت جملة من سنتين كده عجبتني جدا، في الدول اللي بتستخدم كتير الهوم فيزيت، ان دايما شايفين ان الزياره المنزليه دي للطالب عباره عن زياره من اجل ترفيه الطالب واسعاده. فلما جيت ادور ايه السر في ده، كتير شفت ان فعلا لما بنزور الطالب بتحصل حاجتين كويسين جدا. الطالب بيقدر يتعرف على المدرس اكتر على ارضه في بيته، والمدرس بيقدر يكون ذكريات كويسه جدا مع الطالب بتاعه. بتكسر حده ان في خوف او قلق، وبيبتدي الطالب يطمن. وانا شايفه ان ده اكتر احساس ممكن بعديه المدرس يقدر يتعامل مع الطالب، يوصله اللي هو حبه ويشوف النتيجه اللي هو بيتمناها منه.
حضرتك بترتبي او بتنظمي الهوم فيزيتس ازاي؟
اوكي. الهوم فيزيت بيبقى محتاج تنظيم بشكل معين، يعني بعد خبرتي تقريبا دي 3 سنة. اول حاجه بيبقى لازم من day 1 الدراسه تبتدي، يبقى مدرس عنده بلان ان هو يبتدي يجهز نوتس كده تتكتب على كل طالب ستيب باي ستيب، عشان يبتدي يرتب اولويات مين الطالب اللي يبقى ليه الهوم فيزيت قبل طالب تاني. مش مظبوط خالص ان احنا نروح الهوم فيزيت وات ايفر نبتدي من مين، او بلان مش متنظمه، لان فعلا بيبقى في طلبه مهم جدا نبتدي بيهم قبل طلبه تانيين على حسب احتياجاتهم اللي بتبقى باين جدا خطه المدرس فيها. رقم 2 دي نقطة مهمة جدا برضو. مع الوقت عرفتها ان مهم نعرف جنسية وثقافة الأسرة اللي احنا هنروح لها. بتبقى مهمة جدا في طريقة دخلتك او طريقة كلامك، لان هي بتختلف من جنسية للتانية. عندنا هنا ألبان، عندنا مصريين، فلسطينيين، سوريين، من السودان، عندنا دول كتيرة جدا. الحاجة الثالثة هي كونكت مع البيرنت، ان انت تاخد معاه ميعاد يناسبه. فدي بتبقى محتاجه من وقت عشان يبقى في مرونه في ان البيرنت يختار ميعاد يناسبه، ما يبقاش الموضوع بالنسبه له عامل له مشكله. بلس كمان ان انا شايفه ان اول زياره بيبقى مطالبه ان هي تبقى وديه اكتر في طريقه التعارف، وواضح جدا للبيرنت هي سبب الزياره ايه، خاصه زي ما قلنا ان الهوم فيزيت مش منتشر كتير في مصر. اول زياره ممكن تبقى في البيت، وبعدها اكتشفت ان ترامستر 2+3 لما بتتجدد زياره الطالب ساعات البيرنت بيبقى حابب ان ممكن الموضوع يبقى مش رسمي قوي، فممكن نتقابل في كافيه، ممكن نتقابل في النادي، تبقى لطيفه جدا. والطالب ساعتها بينسى تماما ان المدرس هو جاي يزورني في البيت، خلاص هو بقى حد من بيتي يعني. الحاجه اللي بعدها مهم جدا 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 ان في اول زياره، بالذات في اول زياره، ان نسمع البيرنت وجهه نظره وافكاره عن ابنه، خاصة لو في نوتس معينة، ويبقى البيرنت مستأذنه من قبل الزيارة دي ان انت ممكن تحتاج ان انت تسجل نوتس معينة عشان بس يكون في ثقة، ما يبقاش الموضوع عامل قلق. بعدها بعد تسجيل الملاحظات دي مهم جدا بعد زيارة الهوم فيزيت الموضوع ما بيبقاش منتهي هنا، ان يبقى في كونكت مع البيرنت بعدها، خاصة لو في تساؤلات عنده او مخاوف معينة، خاصة مش بس في السبجكت بتاعتك، لو في مواد تانية. فانا شايفه ان طريقه التواصل مع ولي الامر بعد الهوم فيزيت مهمه جدا زي الهوم فيزيت بالظبط.
في وجهة نظرك ايه شفتي قد ايه الهوم فيزيتس بيأثروا مع الطلاب؟
أثر كتير جدا مع الطالب، جاب فجوة كبيرة ما بين الطالب والمدرس، اتكسرت كتير ما بين المدرسة والأسرة. ما حسيت طول الوقت البيرنتس مبسوطين جدا من الهوم فيزيت، حاسين قد ايه ان احنا فعلا مع بعض، ما بقاش الموضوع في طريقة تعامل غريبة خالص. بلس ان انا شايفة ان الهوم فيزيت كتير جدا، دي اكتر حاجة لمستها جدا في الزيارة، بيدي فرصة للبيرنت ان هو يتكلم بشكل فيه خصوصية او سرية عن احتياجات ابنه، لو في حاجة تخص طريقة تركيزه او حاجة تخص دراسته او حتى مشاعره في طريقة التعامل، خاصة ان احنا ساعات بنقابل بعض المشاكل مع الطلبة في ان مثلا في طالب مش قادر يتعامل بشكل اجتماعي اكتر، ففعلا الهوم فيزيت بتفرق معاه جدا دراسيا ونفسيا.
يعني كان في زيارة ليا لطالبة مش مصرية، وكانت تاني سنة ليها في مصر، ملهاش صداقات كتير. لما تعرفت عليها هي بقت مبسوطة في المدرسة، بقت تقابلني، بقت هي في بهجة في عينيها، فحسيت بفرحة ان انا انبسطت جدا ان انا رحت عندها وتعرفت اكتر.
First of all, I love home visits. It's really nice. One of the most interesting activities I found on Salahuddin. Actually, I didn't find it in any other school that I worked at before, and this is my 8th year. Home visits are really nice, especially for younger kids. I teach KG, so very beneficial for them and for me as well. I get to know the kids. I get to visit them at their house. They are young, so they don't expect that the teacher can come to visit them in the house. It's more for their relatives, their friends, their family. But when they find the teacher at the house, they find it really weird and interesting. They feel that I'm part of their family. Also, I get to know the parents. I get to have a very close relationship with them. Imagine the relationship between us and the students as a pyramid. The base of the pyramid is like the teachers and the parents. The more we're closer, the more we can reach the students better. This year I made 18 or 19 home visits.
Wow.
Almost all my class. Other students that I couldn't visit because their parents, I couldn't organize it with their parents according to my timing. When I started doing the home visits, I noticed a very positive impact on the students and even on the parents, my relationship with the parents. The students, they get to feel that I'm a part of their family. They get to too attached to me. They like the school because the teacher can visit them at school. They kept telling me, come again to my house, come and visit me more and more. Their attitude in the class, it changed. They began to listen to me more. They began to follow the classroom rules and sit properly. And even the relationship with their friends is really have a positive impact.
So, besides the home visits, I hear you do other activities such as weekend activities and after-school activities. Would you like to tell us about that and maybe shortly evaluate?
So I feel these activities have a great impact on the students. That it enhances their skills, their different skills. It develops their emotional skills, their personality, their academic and social communication skills. It let them express themselves the way that they like. It let them lead an activity that they'd like to work. Maybe it's gonna lead them to a better future, or they're gonna make a better project in the future.
الافتر سكول والويكند اكتيفيتيز بتكمل الهوم فيزيت، مش اقل اهميه منهم خالص. بتغير مستوى الطالب دراسيا. مره بنت قالت لي مس رحاب الافتر سكول والويكند اكتيفيتيز بالنسبه لي الاكسجين اللي بيخليني اعرف اكمل الاسبوع.
Activities that we are doing with the students, again, to know them, because if you know your students, you can teach them better, so you can increase your chance to deliver their brain and heart. This is what we are trying to do here. So plus home visit, what I said, that there will be after school activities and weekend activities. Actually, these two are so similar. What you are doing after school, all the schoolwork is finished, you organize with your students a day and an activity. You are going out together with them, or you are staying in the school and spending time together, instead of they are spending their time with someone else that whom you don't know. So this is giving me a privilege to observe them better. Why? Because, for example, we make an after school activity and we are playing football, and I'm observing them while they are playing football. So I'm just channeling them to the right path. For example, if he's telling a lie while he's playing, in a simple case, so we are just discussing with him, and later on, look, Mohammed, Ahmed, Layla, AZIMA, what you are doing right now, this is not right. Then we are just discussing to each other in a friendly way. So she sees their teacher after the school, one of them. So in this case, the gap between the teacher and the student is getting so closer. So this is increasing the chance of understanding the student as well. Weekend activity, what's the difference? This is totally different than the after school activity, because there's no load on you on your holiday time. You're just organizing an activity. Again, it can be inside the school or outside the school or outside the city as well. So we are organizing a place, we are going together and discussing and having fun together. Just again, observing my students. Due to that one, I will write my prescription for this.
KG, we have really nice activities. Like we invite the parents for school lunch or breakfast, where we invite some of the parents to come to get to know other parents, to get to know us better. We spend some time together. We eat lunch or breakfast. We also have something very interesting, especially for the young kids, which is the parents' involvement, where we ask the parents if they would like to come and do an activity in the class with the kids. Some parents, they read a story, some parents play a game. This year we had a really nice parent who brought some fruit salad and showed the kid how to eat healthy food and stop eating sugar and use the honey instead. It was really nice.
ايه رأي حضرتك في ال one-to-one meetings؟ هل شايفة انه بيفرق؟
بيفرق جدا. على قد ما بيقدر الطالب بيبتدي يتكلم عن نفسه، ودي نقطة مهمة جدا، ودي أكتر حاجة كنت بتكلم فيها مع البيرنتس، إن مش صح دايما إن الولد أول ما يقابل مشكلة دايما يجري على البيرنت إن يبتدي يبقى فورورد مع التيتشر. بحب جدا إن الطالب بيبقى بيتكلم عن نفسه، ودي هتأثر جدا في شخصيته قدامه. one to one meeting بنتكلم على اي مشاكل في الدراسه، او مش بس معايا في السبجكتس الثانيه، فبتدي فرصه للطالب ان هو يتكلم مساحه اكبر عن نفسه، بيبقى فيه ثقه في نفسه جدا. بلس ان ممكن الطالب يبتدي يقول لك حاجات بجد محدش يعرف عنها حاجه، فبتفرق جدا، فبتحس بعدها ان انت فعلا اخوه صديقه، فالعلاقه بتفرق جدا معاه في الدراسه.
Like classifying them into two parts. First one, if I notice there are any kind of behavioral issues and the child needs, the space to talk and express themselves, because they're little ones inside the classroom, and I'm the teacher, and sometimes you need to really talk with them and listen to them, and they know that you're there for them. And that's one of the things I'm sorting. And there is when the parent, as I told you, after a while we are engaged and we are in connection, and if they have any problems with their kids, they also refer to me to help them out. So they can ask me, like, I noticed while they're doing their homework something happened, their behavioral with their siblings, if they have any kind of behavioral issues, so they refer to me, and I try to also talk with them in indirect questions, trying to get from them, what is the reason, try to direct them in an indirect way. So actually also that one is very important. Actually, it's not only important, it's essential to have this kind of bond between the teacher, not the teacher, let's say a homeroom teacher, like a second mom, because you're there for them all the time, and most of the time the parents actually, they go to their work and they're busy with their lives and everything, and they don't have that much time like I do, especially in the educational year, during the school day and everything. They go home very exhausted, they sleep.
There were home visits, after school activities, plus weekend activities. The fourth one is called one-to-one meeting. According to me, all of them are too important, but this is one of the most important one among them. Because why? You are having a time with your student alone, one-to-one, and you are totally listening him or her. And then in this part, the more you do this one without her feeling, later on you get your fruits. Your student is, opening himself or herself to you. And if there's a chance that I can help him or her, I'm trying my best. If not, I'm guiding to my assistant principal, then he is guiding to our school psychologist. So if there's an extreme case, we're just informing the parents. But mostly when we open to each other, the case is solved. This is one of the best things, because everyone wants to be listened. And what we are trying to do now, we are listening to them.
How has all these activities that you mentioned, how do you think they've affected your relationship with the student or your relationship with the parent?
Okay. Actually, it cannot be described. You have to live it. So the case that when you are making this visit, and when you are making the after-school activity, when you are making the weekend activity plus one-to-one meeting, which is more than the other activities, there are extras like parent call and parent meeting. I'm inviting my parent to school and calling them or giving a report about their students too. This is the case that, decrease in the gap between us. So the student feel more comfortable when she is next to you. Or in other case, they feel that yes, if I'm next to him, I can trust him. If I'm next to him, okay, I can let him to know my problem, and he can find a solution for that one. At least he can take it to a stage. This is the case. And before and after, there are a huge change. So I can say that as a teacher, we have to do this as our part of life, not only a job to know our students.
Thank you. Thank you for being with us here today.
It's my pleasure. Thanks for inviting and just asking those questions.
You're welcome. And thank you for watching, and hopefully you will see us soon in the next episode of SIS Show, so stay tuned.